Alrighty. Welcome to the very first episode, guys, of my podcast. This is going to be the first of many, if not the first of the first, maybe even if I don't decide to like this and do this as well. Pretty much this is going to be a podcast about me, talking about myself and talking to other people, hopefully within my surrounding areas. But basically, long story short, this is the first episode and I just wanted to introduce myself to let you guys know who exactly I am. So my name is Michael, guys. I am from Sydney, Australia. Basically, I've got a YouTube video that's out there at the moment. It's called Mike's Money Moves. It's pretty self-explanatory. It basically talks about making money and saving money, which is what I'm all about. I don't have a direction in my life at the moment. I'm still on the search, just like many of us who are watching this and hearing this as well. So basically what I do is on YouTube at the moment, I talk about making money and saving money. We all want to make money and we all need to save money. Some of us are obviously not as good as others, but obviously some of you guys are even better than I am, that is for sure. So basically it's just where I go to share some of my interests and some of the things I pretty much try out and experiment to give you guys an idea. So I'm 28 years of age. I'm still obviously learning the ropes. I am still looking for my personal career. I don't know where I'm going to obviously end up, but what I currently have recently done, if you guys have had a look at the YouTube channel, basically I quit my full-time job in real estate. So I worked in real estate for a little while. I enjoyed the process. I understood how everything worked, but the place that I worked at wasn't exactly the best. And I don't think I would have done that long term, because you have to build long-term rapport if you want to stay into real estate. I can go into obviously a lot more about that later on, guys, but that's just to give you a brief idea. Basically, I left real estate and I moved my way into flipping couches, basically. So if you guys don't know much about flipping couches, long story short, you pick up a couch, you find someone who's obviously giving one away, or if someone is pretty much going to be selling one. If you can buy it for cheap enough, if you know there's a bit of margin in there, basically you're the middleman to basically deliver them and pick them up. So once you pick them up, you either clean them if they need a clean or sell them straight away, and you pretty much keep the profits. That's how flipping furniture works. So I went out basically, like I said, worked in real estate, quit my job, then started flipping couches. I bought a van, started learning the process, learning how to flip couches and finding what's good and what's not. Pretty much surviving off that for a little while. And pretty much this is where I am now. So a lot of people obviously out there, if you guys are listening, I'm just like any of you guys. As I mentioned before, I don't know where I'm going in life, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. So you guys are still out there, still searching for what you guys want to look for, still trying to find that career path and trying to find those things. And if you guys haven't, then that's perfectly fine as well, because at the end of the day, everyone has a different timeline and not every single person has the same steps. And not everyone has the same dreams. Not everyone finds everything straight away, just like anything else. So I pretty much learned this from Gary Vee. Big inspiration for me as well. It's someone who I look up to, basically, who has explained within his life that you don't have to follow the 9 to 5. You don't have to do A to B. As long as you're happy, as long as you're doing something you like, even if that means you're making $100,000 or you're making $40,000 a year, but you're happy, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So I'm obviously on my path trying to find something that makes me happy, something that, you know, that I can enjoy, and obviously making money is obviously going to be a massive thing about it as well. So this is why this podcast is here. So hopefully this podcast and obviously this video part of it as well just goes to show you guys that there are many people like this, just like yourself, and just like me, obviously, as well. And that's why we're here. So we want to obviously try to find things to support each other. So what I'll be doing on this podcast is basically showing you guys and hopefully interviewing a couple of other people as well, who hopefully has the same journey as you, and hopefully are going through a couple of things just like you are as well. Everyone goes through different steps. Everyone goes through different pathways. Everyone has different obstacles, just like anything else, right, in life. Not everyone is the same. We're all different in our own way. So I'm going to be obviously coming through, hopefully later on in the future, getting some people on here as well. If there's people out there who obviously want to come on and talk about making money and how they make money and how they save money, and they're willing to help and share it to the community, I'm more than happy to get you guys on here. And if you guys can't meet me in real life, and if you're on the other side of the world, then obviously we can obviously Skype, and, you know, we can go through Zoom or something like that as well. But I'm also going to be helping out my community as well and people in my area. So I come from Sydney. I come from Southwest Sydney. It's pretty much a lower demographic, if you guys don't really know. Hardworking people, a lot of refugees, a lot of imports have come through here and pretty much just trying to survive and make a new life out of themselves. Just like all those sayings that you guys always hear, you know, coming to America, you know, the American dream, stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to bring the community together. I want people to share their stories, people who have their businesses as well, and basically I want to bring them up and pretty much showcase them and show them to the community, because at the end of the day, it's all about word of mouth. It's all about talking to the right amount of people as well and sharing your stories, because your stories can sometimes hit people differently at different times, and it might affect you and it might even help you. It might even save you. So that's what I pretty much want to do, guys. This is the first episode of the podcast. A little bit about me, as I mentioned. I pretty much make money, and I pretty much want to save money, and I want to teach you guys as well. I'm going to be inviting other people to come on and talk about their business, what they do, and hopefully get the community to help out the community, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But yeah, this is pretty much the first episode, guys. There's going to be obviously a little bit more to it at the moment. If you guys are listening to this and you guys can't see this, this is the first time I'm actually doing this with a microphone and a camera in front of me. I usually do everything on my mobile phone, because that's pretty much the most convenient way to do things, and that's all I have. I've had this microphone, this is an eBay microphone. I've had this for so long, and I hope it sounds really, really clear for you guys watching this and hearing this as well, because I've pretty much bought this using it to play games, to be honest with you, and the microphone to talk to the boys on Discord, stuff like that. But I hope it definitely does sound really good. This is the first time I'm using my DSLR to record the video, so we're gonna get some good content out of this as well. But I hope you guys decide to follow. Come to my YouTube as well if you guys want to watch me hustle and trying to survive and flip couches and stuff like that as well. It's honestly pretty fun. If you guys like thrifting and stuff like that as well, going to op shops and buying and selling, it's all going to be there about that as well. But long story short, guys, this is going to be the first episode of the podcast. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this as well and learning a bit about me. You guys will obviously learn a little bit more along the way. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow. There's going to be a lot more out there. You're going to be seeing a lot more of other people as well, learning about their journey, how they got there, how they decided to make the money, or how they saved money. So we can all work together and do what we need to survive, because that's what life is. And lastly, I just want to end on this last note. I want to try and do this every single time, every time I make a podcast, because at the end of the day, right, listen to this very, very carefully. At the end of the day, you do you. Everyone has a different timeline, and you're no different. So do you. All right, guys. But thank you for listening to the podcast, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.